Okay, guys, just a reminder of a couple norms on these Zooms. Try to be present and listening. Know you're at home. Usually, this would have been at 8 a.m. and we would have been at the school and setting our goals for the year and getting things set up. And obviously, we're in a different situation. Although we are at home and yes, school's over, we would have been working right now and it would have been a little more focused and everything's kind of out of our way and we can kind of get our season going here. So you're going to have to kind of keep yourself moving on your own. Some of you can move at your own pace with this drumline chops thing, and I'm going to kind of walk you through that right now. If you had any questions on that, we just have goals you want to hit and we want to submit those goals by Wednesday, even if it's slow. That way I can get you some feedback, and that way you're actually getting something from the teacher by Friday. So my plan would be to watch your video and make comments and things you can work on. And then clarify any of those goals right now. But I had a couple announcements real quick. All right, front ensemble. I got some really cool news and hopefully it can pan out. But I put a feeler out for more percussion staff for the marching season. And, I think the staff that we've had have been very good for us, but I've been trying to get someone with indoor DCI experience on our staff, and I think I got a guy that marched the Blue Coats, and he marched front ensemble in the Blue Coats and front ensemble and Monarch, and also the Colts Drum and Bugle Corps, and he goes to U of H, and we can get this guy locked in, and we can get a little bit more chops and technique and more just inside knowledge on current front ensemble things that are happening. So I think that's going to help push us forward. I'm really excited about that. And you should be too. Couple things we need to kind of clarify. And some of this is like preaching to the choir, but when I send out announcements, guys, I really need you to stay in the loop and make sure you're watching those videos and staying informed. Sometimes when I send out things like, for example, like I've asked for bios from everybody, for Midwest stuff, and I've asked for contracts a couple times, and when you guys don't do those assignments in a timely fashion and you forget about it, you leave me with the bill to track you down and keep track of who's done and who hasn't. I've received only 3 bios, and my goal here is, again, like with our marching season and Midwest, we are assuming that we are going forward as normal because we have to be ready, right? And my goal is to create individual bios for everybody where you could get donations to help you raise money for your Midwest trip, okay? And yes, we're trying to get things to be as cheap as possible. It won't be nearly as expensive as the orchestra Midwest trip. And, so I want to put those bios up not only for Midwest, that'll be in the Midwest packets, but I also want to create little websites where people can donate under your name. Okay, I'm trying to help you. Okay, contracts are very important, guys. Okay, that shows me you understand, what is expected of you, and make sure that I feel like you understand what you're committing to. And if you sent it and I didn't get it, if you haven't turned in your contract, please get the picture into me, please, with your signed name and all that, okay? And again, when I send something out, get it done so I don't have to track people down, okay? Also, if you haven't done your bio yet, please send that in a format that I can copy paste. Don't just send me a picture of it. And if I send anything out in the future that needs you to do something, please get it done in a timely fashion so I don't have to do all that. I am going to go through this drumline chop stuff real quick, okay? So you guys, if you haven't signed up, in order for us to accomplish our goals this week, you're going to really need to be able to slow down these tempos. And I don't want just your loose recordings with no metronome and no reference. I want you recording with the virtual rundowns, and I'll explain that again in a second, just in case you're confused. All right, so I sent you guys a link that sent you to where you can upload and also see our goals. Can y'all see that? Can someone unmute and tell me they can see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all should have gotten this, correct? Yes?
Yes.
All right, so this is where you're going to upload your goals by Wednesday, our goals for the week, okay? When you click down here at the bottom, This is kind of like a spiel, kind of reiterating some of the things I'm saying right now. But I want you guys, our goal, we came up as with our section leaders, is right here, our June camp goals by June 3rd, by Wednesday. And some of you already have recorded these, and maybe just the Drumline Chops helps you slow it down and get a better recording. I need your best recording, not just like, oh, I got to get it done in 5 minutes and submit it. Okay, we really need you guys to be thorough. Okay, so I don't care what percentage you slow things down. I want your quality playing. I don't care how slow it is. I want your best playing. Okay, our goals are to get through all of 8/16, all of 4/2/1. Here are the 2 cadences. Drumline members need to make sure they're playing and submitting Spanx and double beat 04. I think bass drums, Alan has sent you a new Spanx that's a little more lit, right? Wait, lit's not a thing anymore, right? All right. And then this last part, the opener for front ensemble and drumline, I'm still waiting on the opener, okay? So it'll be GBD, and whatever we get, we will try to get through, okay? And let's say we don't get the opener until after June camp. We say we don't get it until Monday. We still know we need to get show music learned throughout the summer, and we'll check in July. So be looking out here, because I might update this. I might say, oh, we got the opener at 3 o'clock today, and I'll put the minimum tempos or whatever. Eventually, that's going to go in the Drumline Chops website, but we have a lot of work to do to input that stuff. Okay. Any questions on our goals here? Please read this if you haven't. You can't be a middle schooler anymore, 8th graders. You're ninth grade now, and you can't wait for your parents to read stuff. You got to be informed. Okay, down here, the Midwest music. I've already gotten some music in, and I'm starting to think about master planning, who plays what. I'll probably start sending Midwest music throughout the year as well, or throughout the summer as well, and start learning that stuff ahead of time. Okay, and moving on to drumlinechops.com. Any questions about goals? So what's our goal for the week? By Wednesday, I want to slow down recording with your virtual rundown. I don't care how slow you put it. Just give me your quality recording of all of 8/8/16 rundown, 4/2/1 rundown. I gave you minimum tempos for the cadences. The cadences are not in drumlinechops.com, but they will be. So just use a metronome for now. And then the opener, be looking out. I might be sending that out soon as I get it. There's supposed to be a show reveal any minute, any day now. If we get our opener and it has the title of the show, I mean, they've been snoozing for too long. It's like time for us to start learning the music. I'm not going to wait for a show reveal. So sorry if that's a little disjunct for you. All right. So those of you who have signed up for drumlinechops.com, you have this menu, okay? So right here, you have your rundowns for drumline, your rundowns for front ensemble. Our goal for the week was doing a rundown of 8/8/16 bass drums. You guys can use this one that has the visualizer that Alan has programmed. Thank you, Alan. And then they put the music in with it, okay? So just because the bass stuff's pretty cool, I'm going to show y'all. Let's say I'm not able to play, these splits. Can y'all hear that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Let's say bass drums, you can't do it that fast. I don't care what percentage, right here, you can slow it down. And submit a recording with you playing along with that, okay? Make sense? Anything for snares and tenors. Pick what percentage you're gonna play best and submit a video with you playing along with this, okay? 1, 2, 3. Whatever tempo you need to do, okay? Now, as far as practicing goes, you can always go in here and you can do loops, and you can set count offs and all that kind of stuff. Let's say you just need to, let's say you're down here working on this hard 16th note section. You can just loop stuff automatically. Okay, you need to put the tap in over here in the settings. Okay, You hear Mr. Eyes Dirty playing right there. So remember, for ensemble, you have the same stuff. Now, drumline timing variations is already up, although that's not a goal for the week. If you find yourself getting ahead, go ahead and get ahead. But use these rundowns, front ensemble, drumline, use these rundowns for your recordings at whatever percentage you need. You understand? Let's say you need help. Let's say you're confused and you need help. These down here are the explanations. Don't think, oh, I can play these rhythms, so I don't need these explanations. I need you to watch these explanations first and understand the concepts and the things I want to see. So don't be lazy. Even if you're a vet of the drumline or vet of the front ensemble, please look and go through all these lessons. And these are pretty cool too, because they actually, while I'm talking, they actually put in the notes that I'm playing, you know, even as I'm just blabbing. Okay, so it's actually really cool. So these are meant to help you, you know, understand the concepts that we're trying to accomplish. Okay, and to help you, and you can slow the lessons down as well. So if you need to, if you get to a section where I'm trying to explain a little section and you still are having trouble, you can slow it down while you practice. This is to help you practice more efficiently. You know, if they're in here, gone are the days of just kind of like figuring it out on your own. Okay, we want to use this and practice the right way. Okay? Is it clear that when you are done practicing and using these and watching these explanations and being on the same page as us, that you need to record at whatever tempo is best with these rundowns? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Whether it's in your headphones or, you know, it's playing out loud with you, try to have a good view like we've talked about in some of the YouTube stuff I've sent about having a good view, and make sure I can see you dead on. Okay. If you haven't signed up for drumlineshops.com, please get that done. If there's if you need to talk to me individually about any monetary hardships where you can't sign up, please communicate with me so I can figure something out for you. Okay. Double reads, just to clarify, double reads. Y'all hearing me?
Yes.
Okay, so if I were you guys, double reads, I would do the monthly membership, because when we get out of marching season, you know, I'm going to be using this all year round with percussionists, but you aren't necessarily. So double reads, I would do monthly. Okay. That way you can drop when, you know, we get to percussion ensemble stuff and you're not really needed for that. Okay. Everybody else are going to be using this year round. So take advantage of the yearly payment if that's doable. Going back to the drive here, let's say my name is Arion and I'm done with my practicing and I'm ready to upload. I just go here to Drumline or Front Ensemble and I'm just going to drag my video into here. Okay? If you just joined, if you missed stuff, I'm recording this and I want you to watch it back again. Okay? I sent this out already, but I know that I am on these videos, but I have no financial ties with drumlineshops.com. Okay? I'm just creating content for you, taking time out of my, if anything, I've been spending money to create better videos for you. So I'm not getting any money from this, by the way. Okay. On the Drumline Chops website, I know, first of all, with this Drumline Chops thing, we're the first to try to do this as a public school. And I hope you guys can see how this is going to change things. Like, for example, like Izzy had talked to me about, like, how are we going to do region when we're getting ready for Midwest? And I'm like, I have really no idea how we're going to do that. Well, now that we have drumlinechops.com, there will be region videos that we can slow down. You guys are going to practice way more efficiently, and you're not going to waste your time or mine, and we can submit videos just like this for region stuff. So I think we're going to be able to manage, even with getting Midwest stuff going, we don't have to drop off with the region stuff. So this is a really, I think, groundbreaking thing that we're about to be a part of. We need to use it the correct way and be disciplined and use this with our practicing, not lazy last minute videos. So, but just understand, you know, I mean, some of you already saw some of the issues that we had. Some of this is new for them too. So we're all working this out together. So there will probably be more bumps in the road. Please communicate with me like you have been on Remind. And they have been on it very quickly And I don't know if you saw the YouTube thing I sent out with how we kind of, as a team, have go through the final stages. But these guys are like doing some amazing things. And when this thing becomes a normal thing, 5 years from now, it's gonna be pretty cool to think that we were at the forefront of this stuff. So I'm really excited about it. Let's use it the right way. And I think this could you guys are already fantastic, but this is just gonna launch us even further in all aspects. So let's make sure we're using it, okay? With the drumlineshops.com, make sure, I think they're making sure that emails and information go to student emails. Make sure you guys are checking your email regularly. I know how email is now. You're used to just getting reminders and having it in text, but in this format, like you guys need to be checking your email in case they're sending you stuff to help you. Again, in the drive, down here, is everybody looking? Down here, click on that. Read this all down. It might be updated every now and then. I'll try to highlight if I updated. How about that? And our June camp goals are right here. So you're kind of on your own as far as the timing of getting it done. I'd like to get videos in by the end of the day on Wednesday so I can work on making feedback videos for you and getting it to you by Friday. That way you can use that the rest of June and then getting into July. If you need more time, please communicate. Don't just leave me out to dry and I don't know what's going on, or if you're working on it or not. But you got to communicate, okay? Again, you can slow down the tempos as much as you need. I'd rather have quality, slow percentage tempos than not, okay? If you need to break up your videos, that's fine with me, okay? Let's just hit these goals. Just clarify, percussionist. So you guys are in auxiliary. So that's like Amon, Jalen, Joey, who else? Who am I forgetting? You guys, I want you to focus on the keyboard stuff if you can. Eventually you're going to be on pads, which is the snare drum music stuff. But, for example, like Joey and Jalen, and maybe, Braden to a certain extent, because you play on kind of a mallet thing, you might not have a keyboard at home. So if you can't get through this stuff, I've kind of talked to some of your parents. It's okay. We're going to meet you where you are when we finally get to some keyboards, okay? Or, for example, when we get the opener music and it has like bass drum and gong and cymbal and, break drum notes, like you don't have that stuff at home. We're just going to focus on the simple rhythms, okay? And we'll submit a video of us clapping the rhythms or something. So you double reads are in kind of a difficult situation, but at least stay informed and watch the videos and do what you can. Try to see what you can start understanding on your own. But I understand your hands are tied a little bit. So Braden, you're going into your senior year. You've been through this enough. But like Jalen and Joey, I don't want y'all freaking out. Like, I don't have a keyboard. I don't have a pad. Like, what am I supposed? I don't understand these videos. We didn't have the chance to really walk you through, percussion 101 in our auditions and stuff. So Joey and Jalen, like when we get back into school, like we'll just have to pick up the pieces with you, okay? So don't feel nervous about any of that stuff. Just try to watch the videos and at least understand the rhythm when we get the opener stuff, okay? The warm-ups are a bonus, okay? Well, I'm trying to make this simple and trying to keep us on track, guys. So I'm hopefully that this is going to work for you, and I need you guys to keep working hard. Obviously, I want you guys to have a great summer. We would have been at school for 4 days anyway, from 8 to noon. So do this at your pace, put in your time, and then throughout the summer, just keep working. Don't procrastinate, but do keep it in context and make sure you give yourself a break too, as long as you're hitting these goals and not procrastinating, okay? When we get closer to July, obviously we have other goals that we want to hit by July 1st, and they're right here. Can y'all see that? Yeah. So keep yourself going little by little, okay? And speaking of little by little, you need to keep yourself in shape. You guys can't turn into, chunks over the summer because you're not doing anything. Y'all need to keep yourself moving. And I'm not trying to be rude about that, but you guys, you're going to get injured. When we come back, if we come back and you haven't done anything, you're going to, something's going to get hurt and you're going to not play as well. And you guys need to check that YouTube video of, the minimum requirements, and maybe like just do 1 set of those 1 week and then move to 2 sets, of doing those push-ups and all that kind of stuff, and then move to the final goal of 3 sets, right? Keep your cardio going. Front ensemble, I know, you're not marching, but this is going to help you have mental endurance as well. If you're not worried about your body as well. But, something I've been doing every day is doing a 1-minute plank. I know that sounds like 1-minute plank. It's really hard, and I'm finally starting to build some strength in my core where it's, it's difficult, but like I'm getting through it a lot easier. I'm feeling my strength get there. Okay, so stay active and don't chunk up over the summer, please. Okay, all right, guys. Any questions? So we got our goals. Please make sure you guys are staying informed and watching things thoroughly and paying attention. And then we'll see what we have on Wednesday by the end of the day, please, in the drive. Okay? Cool. All right, guys. Thanks. Practice hard.